Test, test. Alright. So we up and rolling. Most High in Christ, Shalom. Once again, this is Israelite School, Universal Practical Knowledge. Started 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We are under the leadership of the Commanding General Kahana. What we teach, of course, is so-called Blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians are the true biblical Jews according to the Bible and archaeology. You understand? Of course, we are not affiliated with any other Israelite group or camp. You understand that we are out here pushing this truth until our King, Yahweh Shah Mashiach, returns, who you actually call Jesus Christ. You understand? I'm preaching off some Maradaki, holding it down in the spirit of the Most High. For the Brotherhood class, of course, we do understand that brotherhood and sisterhood goes hand in hand. You understand? They are the both, you understand, one and another. You understand? Of course, you understand, we are living in a very, very wicked time right now, man. You understand? America is very, very wicked, man. You understand? And they have a lot of, mainly dealing with, as far as witchcraft, a lot of trickery, a lot of wordplay to further confuse Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. And what we here, of course, to do is to bring Blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians back to their true identity, back to their true culture. You understand? Back to their natural roots. You understand? And the only way that we'll be able to do that is through true, unconditionally brotherhood and sisterhood, man. You understand? A lot of people, you understand, of course, coming within the truth, you understand, they always want, as far as the heavy breakdowns and you understand, as far as, how can I cut fake Israelite groups, or, how can I, cut Christianity, or, cut Christian pastors, whatever the case may be. You understand? But the best thing that you can do, you understand, for yourself is to actually show true brotherhood and sisterhood to your other brothers and sisters that are lost here within the earth, man. You understand? That's how you truly cut these fake Israelite groups. You understand? That's how you truly cut Christianity, man. By going out and raising the dead, man. You understand? Through the spirit of the Most High, within the ISUPK, man, up under this banner, man, up under Command General Kahana, man. That is going to be the best solution for you, man. You understand? That's a vaccination for the Black community right there, man. Is that you righteously raise your brothers and sisters up, man, within this truth, man. You know what I'm saying? Just like we said, the witchcraft of America is very, very strong, man. You understand? When we think about witchcraft, man, you understand? Christianity is definitely on the top of the list, man. And within Christianity, a whole lot of stuff comes with being a Christian, or the fake Israelite group, or just Christianity all over, man. Because all of it is Christianity, man. You understand? Everything that is against the truth is Christianity, man. You understand? Because we are trying to raise so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians up out of this hellhole, man. You understand? And we've been rocking and rolling since 1969, but of course our oppressor, along with their puppets, the Christian pastors, the fake Israelite groups, Muslim, Islam, what's some other ones? Egyptology, Kemet, you understand? These are so-called Black militia groups. You understand? They fall within the lines of that as well too. You understand? And this is something, man, that has just destroyed the Black community, man. Is not knowing who you truly are, man. Not knowing your true identity, man. Not knowing that you are the greatest people that have ever walked the face of this earth, man. You understand? That is the most, that is just so horrible. You understand? When you just think about it, looking out, looking in. It's so horrible that we are brainwashed as a nation, man. You understand? We just came off the most wickedest time of the year when it comes to the quote-unquote holiday season, man. Everyone say that they want to be an Israelite, and everyone claim that they can do, that they can walk this good faith, man. But, when it comes to as far as family, when it comes to your kids, when it comes to your wife, when it comes to your husband, it's like everyone falls short, man, to the witchcraft of America, man. You understand? This is something that, of course, we are going to continue to crush, man. You understand? Because we stand firm on these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. You understand? We stand firm on our high holy days, man. That's something that we stand firm on, man, and that we're going to continue to stand firm on, man, as we should, man. You understand? So, give me 1 second here. We're gonna get right into it, man. You understand? Let's go ahead and go to 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3. You understand? Because of course, here within America, man, everything is all out of whack, all out of order. You understand? And I believe it was, I don't know if it was myself or someone else was talking at camp, as far as, everything being done in decent and in order, and how the household is exactly where it starts, man. You understand? Within a household, man. You understand? That's very, very pivotal for, the black community, because the black community household is just broken, man. Broken due to the witchcraft of America, man, due to Christianity. You understand? Due to the woman thinking that she has authority over her husband. You understand? Due to the man wanting to choose another man to be his lover. You understand? All that is done through our witchcraft and through Christianity, man. And this is something that, of course, has to stop, man. If we truly love, you understand, one another, if we truly love our nation, you understand, let's go ahead and come back to our true identity, man. You understand, let's go ahead and come back to our true natural roots, man. That is within our DNA. This is something that we should be doing, practicing every single day, man. That's why we have rules and protocols set up to help young brothers and sisters to be able to come out of this hellhole and to come back to what's righteously theirs, man, and what's rightfully theirs as well too, man. You understand? This Bible, man. You understand? That has been literally depicted as for everyone. You understand? When this Bible specifically says, and all throughout Scripture says that it's only for Israel, man. You understand? Of course, we understand that. You understand? That's literally the Hebrew Israelite 101. You understand? We understand that this Bible is for everyone. You understand? But let's just take a pause and let's think about everyone that's not within this truth, man. You understand? How can we, as far as encourage them to be able to, realize that, of course, for one, that this Bible is only for them, and of course, for two, that it all starts within a household, and there is, rank and order placed to actually, for protection and, for all these, great things that actually men do within their household, man. You understand? And that's, of course, Christianity has just literally just flipped this whole Bible into an actual make-believe book, man. You understand? Christianity has made this book into a true make-believe book, man. But we're gonna go straight, you understand, within these scriptures, man. I say 1 Corinthians chapter, so like, 1 second here. 1 Corinthians chapter 3. That's the 1 Corinthians. No, it's like, yeah. 1 Corinthians 11. 1 second, y'all. Here we go. Yeah, 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3, man. You understand? And everyone, you understand, that's tuned in within the class, of course, you understand, make sure that you share this within your pages, you understand, within the groups, you understand, because if you truly love Black Hispanics and Native Indians, man, you will be spreading this truth, man. You understand? And not only, not only the classes here within South Carolina, of course, you understand, pretty sure, that you have friends that are within other states where we actually have schools at. You understand? Go to those schools, go to those schools' pages as well too, and then share that truth as well too. You understand? Whether it's Indiana, whether it's Texas, Ohio, Michigan, New York, California, whatever the case may be, man. You know what I'm saying? Do your part, man. Even if you're a young man, trooper, or sister, you know what I'm saying? The greatest gift that you do have is through these platforms, man. Through social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, man. You know what I'm saying? Spread this truth, man. You know what I'm saying? Do your part within this truth, man, to help and build back up this nation, you know what I'm saying? Until Christ returns, man. You understand? So let's go ahead and go to the scriptures. 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. It says, "But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man." You understand? This right here, man, this here within, within America, within Christianity, and all throughout the black community, man. Of course, when we say black community, we mean black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. You understand? Because we are for all our people that are within the 12 tribes of Israel now. You understand? It says, "But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man." You understand? This is very, very downplayed, you understand, within the Christian community, man. Even within some fake Israelite groups as well, too, man. You know what I'm saying? They will, worship their, their woman as to be put on a pedestal, man. You understand? They will actually, have, ranking system, you understand, within their wives or within their sisters, man. And, the Bible doesn't support that at all, man. And when you look through all these black militia groups, you understand, what was that one, the NFAC? You understand? That's ran by Grandmaster Jay. You understand? He has implemented a ranking system where, some women, they actually outrank men. You understand? But this scripture is saying right here that the head of the woman is the man. You understand? And right before it says the head of every man is Christ now. And the head of Christ is God now. You understand? So, of course, man, this is very, very important, man. This is literally, man, you understand, UPK 101, man. You understand, when it comes to, you understand, the woman being, quote unquote, over the man. You understand? Of course, we don't support that. Why? Because the Bible does not support it, man. You understand? We support what the Bible supports, man. You understand? We don't support feelings. You understand? We don't support emotions. You understand? We don't support Christianity. We don't support fake Israelite groups, man. You understand? We don't support knockoff Israelite groups, man. That's something that we do not support, man. But what we do support is everything that is within these scriptures, man. That's what we do truly support, man. You understand? We're going to read this again. It says, "But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of every woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God." You understand? Of course, man, it's always that saying, you understand, within the Christian community when it comes to, black females, as far as saying, Christ is my man, you understand, Christ is my husband, you understand, Christ is the head of my life, you understand, of course, but, the scripture does not support that whatsoever, man. You understand? It does not support that whatsoever. It says your man, your husband. You understand? If you're not married, of course, you're a camp leader. You understand? Whether it's captain, officer, you understand, whatever the case may be, he's over you, man. If you don't have a husband, but of course, if you do have a husband, your husband is over you, man. You understand? That has literally destroyed Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. We are truly destroyed on this fact alone, man. Of course, we're going to go within some other scriptures, you understand? But of course, this right here, I definitely want to start off with this because this is very, very, pivotal within how the black community operates, man. You understand? The black community operates on the black female, you understand? The black community, you understand, mainly dealing with, of course, with the black, within the black Christian church, you understand? It's literally ran by women, man. You understand? And it's just so disgusting to just see it over and over again, man. You understand? That residual cycle of confusion being pumped within the black community, man. You understand that poison of Christianity is just being pressed upon our little ones, pressed upon our kids, man. You understand? Pressed upon our family members, man. You understand? And it's continually being pushed and pushed and pushed, day in and day out, man. Every single day, man. You understand? Christianity. You understand that like that witchcraft of that Christianity is just continually to be pushed, man, all throughout the community, man. You understand? And that's just so horrible, man. So horrible, man. And what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go to Matthew chapter 12 real quick here. You understand? We're gonna go to the book of Matthew chapter 12. You understand? Because of course we want to, of course, focus on the black man and just show how, you understand, America has just literally destroyed black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man as well too, man. You understand? And they have, several devices to just destroy us, man. You understand? They have several devices, to ruin, you understand, what's rightfully ours, you understand, within our own household, man. So let's go and read this. This is the book of Matthew chapter 12 and verse 29, man. Give me 1 second here. Should allow you. I'll make sure I got this up here. I'm rocking and rolling. And of course, as always, if you have any questions or concerns, comments, you understand, make sure that you do type those out. I'll be able to get to those accordingly. 1 second here. One moment here. Here we go. Most of that encourages brothers and sisters to check in there. Alright, so this is the book of Matthew, chapter 12 and verse 29, and it reads, "Or else how can one enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house," man. You understand? This is very, very heavy, man. This is very, very, good night, this is happening, you understand, within the black community every single day, man. You understand? We see black men getting literally dragged up out of their house, man. You understand? We see black men literally, man, getting tossed up out of their house, man, within the hoods, man. You understand? And just thrown out to just thrown out of their own household, so America can continue to devour him, man. You understand? He was already being, yelled at within his whole household, you understand, for only making minimum wage, or, not able to, fully provide for his family on that minimum wage job, you understand? So now he's kicked out, you understand, within a government, you understand, that truly wants to destroy him, man. You understand? You can go all throughout the hoods of America, you understand, these these roach infested, rat and infested communities, you understand, and you will see so many black men, you understand, on the corners, you understand, whether they whether they selling drugs, or whether they doing drugs, or just being a filthy alcoholic, man. You understand? And this is something that, of course, you understand, we do have to hold our brothers and sisters accountable for all their actions, you understand? But of course, we have to look at the outer picture as well too, man. Our oppressor, man, which is the true devil that the Bible speaks of, that has actually put our brothers and sisters, you understand, within their own circumstances, and with their own situations that they are currently in right now, man. You understand? Of course, some brothers, you understand, are, wicked and devout, and you understand, they love America so much, you understand, that they're going to do everything that America, tells them to do. But of course, for the ones that were, just blindsided, you understand, by America and the witchcraft that they have put upon us, man. You understand, those are the ones, you understand, that we have to, you know what I'm saying, not necessarily fight for it, you know what I'm saying, but we have to literally show some compassion for them, man. You know what I'm saying? If they are within need, you know what I'm saying, make sure that you do any and everything that you'll be able to do, man, for that brother or that sister, man. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know what I'm saying, take wise advice, get counsel, you know what I'm saying, before you do go out and make that decision on what, whatever the case may be, when it comes out to helping a brother and sister that is in quote unquote need, you know what I'm saying? But that's something that, of course, once again, we have to look at the outer picture of how America has set everything up to be against Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man. You understand? Mainly when it comes to the men. You understand? You understand? We are literally, man, we are on the top. You understand? When it comes to, being within the jails. You understand? Being within the prisons. You understand? Being, literally alcoholics. You understand? Being drug dealers. Being, on drugs. You understand? Being whores and being whoremongers, man. You understand? This is exactly what America wants, man. You understand? This is something, of course, that we have to, look, like I said earlier, you know what I'm saying, look at the outer picture, you understand? Who brought drugs within the Black community, man? You understand? Who brought AIDS, you understand, within the Black community, man? You understand? Who did all these abominable things to Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man? You understand? We gotta look at our oppressor, man. You understand? We have to look at, all the vile and abominable things that they have continually done for, done to us, man. Once again, read the scripture, it says, or, one moment here. One moment here. It says, or else how can one enter into a strong man's house, man? You know what I'm saying? The scripture says a strong man's house, man. You know what I'm saying? Every Black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man, you know what I'm saying, that is within their own household, man. You know what I'm saying? They have to be strong, man. You know what I'm saying? They show strength all throughout, you know what I'm saying, their household, man. You know what I'm saying? Everyone looks up to them, you know what I'm saying, for advice. You know what I'm saying? They look up to them for, how to persuade, how to go about, you know what I'm saying, like their daily lives, you know what I'm saying, for advice, for a counsel, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be, to literally, truly edify, you know what I'm saying, his family, you know what I'm saying, they his kids, his wife, you know what I'm saying, and even, you know what I'm saying, the Black community within his neighborhood, man, looks up to a strong Black man, man. You know what I'm saying? And of course, you know what I'm saying, once you strip that out of him, you know what I'm saying, you are literally not, destroying, it's like, you know what I'm saying, like, you're not destroying his house, you know what I'm saying, but you are truly destroying the community as well too, man. It's like, you understand, because of course, not every household has a father and mother within it, man, you know what I'm saying, so of course, when, you know what I'm saying, when they finally do see a father and a mother, you know what I'm saying, the kids and everything being done righteously and rightfully, you know what I'm saying, in the sights of other people, you know what I'm saying, whether it's their neighbors, whether it's, the people across the street, you know what I'm saying, they actually look up to them as well too, man. You know what I'm saying? And don't be, you know what I'm saying, within a nice neighborhood, man. You know what I'm saying? You rarely see Black families, man. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's within the hood or the nice households, man. You know what I'm saying? So of course, just like the scripture is saying, man. Let me get back to it. It says, or else how can one enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, man? You know what I'm saying? And what is his goods, man? You know what I'm saying? His wife, his kids, and just like I said earlier, his community as well too, man. His neighbors, you understand? You know what I'm saying? When we say neighbors, of course, you know what I'm saying? We're talking about Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man. You understand? You're spoiling his goods, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just like, you know what I'm saying, like when you're cropping something, you know what I'm saying? When you have, let's just say that you're cropping, some greens or some corn on the cob or some sweet potatoes or just, potatoes, by themselves, man. Of course, all of that actually needs, you know what I'm saying, that actually needs, water, you know what I'm saying, that actually needs sunlight, you know what I'm saying, it needs all these great things to be able to produce, man. Just like within the black community, man. Just like within that man's household, man, when you're spoiling his goods, man. You know what I'm saying? You're spoiling his son and his daughter to just be acceptable to America now, man. You know what I'm saying? Being, on the edge of being a homosexual, you know what I'm saying? On the edge of being a lesbian, you know what I'm saying? On the edge of being a drug dealer, alcoholic, man. You know what I'm saying? Taking drugs, man. Being whores and being whoremongers, man. That's the goods that you are spoiling when you are, going into that strong man's house and you're spoiling his goods, man. Those are his goods, man. Now you're leaving a single black mother, you know what I'm saying, to raise kids, you know what I'm saying, and have to work, 2 or 3 jobs now, you know what I'm saying, to be able to provide for her kids, man, and for herself, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what America is doing to so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man. And they have been doing it, man, since the beginning of time, man. Even within slavery, man. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know what I'm saying? Even with slavery as well too, man. You know what I'm saying? They literally, man, broke up households, man. You know what I'm saying? They would have, the father go, a little further down south, and the wife would be a little further up north. You know what I'm saying? And they'd be separated, and of course, you know what I'm saying, the kids would 9 out of 10 times would go with the mother. You know what I'm saying? You're spoiling his goods, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, he's literally, man, being tossed out to America, man. You know what I'm saying? Being tossed out to America to just be a failure, man. Literally, man. Just to be a straight up and down failure, man. And this is something that, of course, that has been happening, man, since the beginning of the time when it comes to Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man. And this is something, of course, you know what I'm saying, we are building Black households, man. You know what I'm saying, I have not seen, you know what I'm saying, since I've been within this truth, man, I have never seen so many strong Black households, man. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because the man is present, man, within the household, man. Why, man? Because we believe within these scriptures, man, when it says that sex is marriage, man, and when you lay down with a woman, man, that's yours for the rest of your life, man. It's just not no temporarily thing, man. This is just not temporary. You know what I'm saying? We take this very, very serious, man, as we should, man. It's very, very important, man. Very, very pivotal for the Black community, man, to have that strong man. To have that strong Black man. There's nothing wrong with it at all, man. You understand? This is something that needs to be, of course, pushed all throughout the Black community, man. All throughout these Black households and all throughout the hoods of America, man. Day in and day out, man. Just continually, day after day after day, and night after night, man. Because this is what's going to save the Black community, man. You understand? This is literally going to save that Black household, man. You understand? By not spoiling his goods, man. Tell me, brothers and sisters, come within the ISUPK under command of Jerry Honda, man. You understand? This is what we need to do every single day, man. Every single day, and every single night as well, too, man. You understand? It says, or else how can one enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods except he first bind the strong man? You understand? That strong man is being bound by several aspects, man, within his life, man. Being bound, man, being beat over the head, man, several times, man. You understand? Not being able to see his kids, man. You know what I'm saying? Not being able to, be the man of the house, man. You understand? You're binding that strong man's house, man. You understand? And then Scripture says, and then he, so like you said, except first he bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house, man. You know what I'm saying? Then you're spoiling that whole household, man. You know what I'm saying? You are spoiling that household, man, to the point where it's literally, man, like literally, like a spoiled bread, man, or it has an expiration date as soon as you take that man up out of that household, man. You understand? That household is going to be expired as soon as you take that strong man out, man. And this is something that, of course, man, once again, man, has to be taught throughout the black community, man. Has to be taught, man. You understand? Let's go ahead and go to, we're gonna go ahead and drop that. Let's go ahead and go, we're gonna go to the book of Proverbs, man. And I probably should have went here first, but then so we're gonna go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 14, verse 12. You understand? You understand? Let's go ahead and go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 14, verse 12. It says, there is a way which a man seeming right unto man. You understand? Once again, there is a way which seemeth right unto a man. You understand? And what seems to be right, you understand, when it comes to Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man. You understand? And thinking about, you understand, as far as the hoods of America, man. You understand? Everybody wants to be that dope dealer, man. You understand? Everybody wants to have, you understand, those Maseratis and, those Beamers, you understand, the BMWs, you understand, all the fly clothes. You understand? And how do they get that, man? You understand? By selling drugs. You understand? Whoring out our sisters, man. You understand? Doing all these scams. You understand? To your own people, man. You understand? It seems to be right. You understand? It seems that that you're doing the right thing. You understand? By scamming your own people, man. It seems to be right, man. You understand? It seems to be right, you understand, when you're selling drugs, you understand, to your own people within your own community to actually, provide for your family. You understand? It seems right. You understand? It says there is a way which seemeth right unto man, but the end thereof are the ways of death, man. You understand? Of course, man, every drug dealer, you understand, every whoremonger knows that they are taking a risk. You understand, every time that they go out and do these abominable things, man. You understand, in America, man. You understand, all these dope dealer, drug dealers, you understand, they know that they are taking a risk that one slip up, man, will have them incarcerated, you understand, for the rest of their lives, man. You understand, or dead, you understand, by you understand, someone else doing something that may seem, may seem right, you understand, as far as, robbing drug dealers, man. You understand? And then you have a shootout, man. And then, of course, now, man, you don't have a black father, you understand, within both households, man, because one dead and one is going to spend the rest of his life in jail, man. You understand? It seemed right at that point in given time, man. But, of course, once again, man, when we look at the outer spec of everything, man, who can we blame, you understand, for a Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, man, turning to selling drugs, you understand, when, drugs was implemented by, by Ronald Reagan, you understand, the Ronald Reagan area, man, where they literally just dumped drugs, you understand, within the Black community, man, and just harm, you understand, and literally just spoil, our households, you understand, our community, man. You understand? How can we, blame that black man? Of course, you understand? Of course, every man has to have their own decision. You understand? Just like the scripture is saying, man. You understand? It seems to be the right thing to do, man. You understand? But of course, in the outer respect, you understand? Death will eventually come to you, man. You understand? Whether it's a spiritual death or a physical death, man. You understand? Read the scripture again. It says, therefore, there is a way which seemeth right unto man, but the end thereof are the ways of death, man. You understand? The ways of death, man, are just right here, you understand, all throughout the Black community, man. You understand? Literally all throughout the Black community, man. You understand? We are just, doomed, man. From the beginning, man. You said from birth, man. You understand? I remember reading up and doing research on that Clark study, man. You understand when they talk about how the black kids, you understand, have the white doll and a black doll, and you understand like they would have two dolls, two dolls, right in front of a black child, and they would just ask, you understand, that black girl or that black boy, you understand, which is the good doll and which is the bad doll, you understand, and 9 out of 10 times, you understand, and I believe, you understand, within some studies, it was literally 10 out of the 10, you understand, where the black child, they always chose the black child to be bad, and the black doll to be bad, and the white doll to be good, man. You understand? It's just so much confusion. You understand? You understand? Like within that alone, man. You understand? And just like the scripture is saying, man. You understand? It seems like like that would be the good thing to do. You understand? But of course, you understand? Just like just think about it. You understand? Like within this way. You understand? You have a child that thinks that, of course, all so-called European kids and adults that they are good. You understand? But I mean, just think about it, man. You understand? Who's leading? You understand within school shootings, man? You understand? Our oppressor, man. You understand? Who's leading as far as when it comes to gunning down innocent Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man? Due to the police force, man. You understand? We believe in. You understand? We believe, of course, within a nation, of course, you understand, that truly never gave, literally never, gave, any care for us. You understand? What truly has, our oppressor or all these heathen nations, what have they truly done to support Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man? You understand? But of course, we love them so much, man. We just truly love them, and we want to be all the way around them, and we want to celebrate their holidays, and we want to eat their pork. You know what I'm saying? We want to become alcoholics like them, and become pedophiles like them, and become homosexuals like them. We want to do all these abominable, wicked things that they are the author of, man. You understand? And that's just so much witchcraft, man, that has just literally has depicted and destroyed the Black community, man. You know what I'm saying? And that Clark study, man, is just so it just literally opened up my eyes every time I see that study, man. You know what I'm saying? And then recently, I won't say recently, but of course they recently had one as well too that was a little bit more present. You know what I'm saying? And it was the same results, man. The same results, man. You know what I'm saying? Our kids truly believe that our oppressor is their safe haven, or it's okay to be around them, man. You know what I'm saying? But man, listen, man, big ups to the ISUPK on the Command Journey Honda, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't allow our kids to go, as far as play with our oppressor, you know what I'm saying? As far as outside, man, or being with our oppressor alone, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we are aware of their witchcraft and of their tactics and of their wordplay that they may do to literally kill us mentally and physically, man. You know what I'm saying? We are trained to understand that to understand our oppressor ways, man. You know what I'm saying? And their duties to truly destroy our community, man. To destroy the 12 tribes of Israel, man. You know what I'm saying? That has been been going on since the beginning of time, man. You understand? Let's go ahead and we'll drop that. We'll go to 1 Peter. One moment here. 1 Peter chapter 3. Let me see this long. We'll go to here. Yeah, let's go ahead and go to First Peter chapter 3 and verse 7. And one second here so I can get here. You understand? Because of course another, witchcraft or a tactic that black spanking Native Indians or that our oppressor have on black spanking Native Indians, especially dealing with the black man, is how to how to treat our black women. You understand? Our black princesses, man. You understand? Our the daughter of Zion, man. You understand? They have a specific way on how to treat them, man, or not necessarily persuade them, or how to get them mixed up within America on how a man should be truly over a woman, man. You understand? Of course, here within Christianity, you understand? When it comes to truly, from their understanding, you understand? When it comes to being a submissive woman, you understand? They look at it as do everything that the man say, and the man, and it's okay for the man to beat you, and of course. They don't want those abominable things, but of course that comes from America, man. You understand? That comes from other nations, man. You understand? On how they actually treat their women, man. You understand? But we're gonna go into this scripture and show exactly how it is to be done on honoring our sisters here within this truth, man, and honoring our sisters, that are within the 12 tribes of Israel, man. Give me one second. I want to say First Peter chapter 3 and verse 7. One moment here. All right, here we go. First Peter chapter 3 and verse 7. It says, likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel, and as bring hers together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered, man. You understand? The wife, man, you understand? The sister, you understand? She's the weaker vessel when it comes to, being compared to a man. You understand? Think about it. You understand? A man, you understand? He's supposed to go out there and war. You understand? We don't send our sisters out there to war, man. You understand? Like these fake Israelite groups, like these quote unquote black militia groups does, man. You understand? And having our sisters, you understand, knocked upside the head, and some being shot at. You understand? That's disloyal, man, and that shows how much you do not love your sisters, and how much you don't honor. You understand? Your sister or even your wife, man. You understand? Like that's just like having a black household, and you got a black militia group, and the wife, she's going out to war, and the man stays at the home and watch the kids, and making sure that dinner is on the table, and cleaning and washing clothes, man. Not to say nothing wrong with that, you know what I'm saying, but it should be within reverse, man. You know what I'm saying? The man, he should be going out to war, and the woman, she should be staying within the house, and tending to the children. You know what I'm saying? Making sure that man has a nice warm food to plate. You know what I'm saying? When he does, return from a war, you know what I'm saying? Making sure that he actually comes home to a clean house. You understand? It's just like America just has it all flipped around, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's all done through their tactics, man, that they have put and just pressured all on the black community, man. They have pushed this, man, and pushed this, man, to the point where it's literally just accepted, man. You understand? Even within their own army, man. You understand? You have women that are over. You understand, man? You understand? When it comes to the army, navy, you understand? Well, whatever the case may be, man. You understand? And that's just something that, of course, Israel. You understand? When it comes to black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, that's something that we should not follow, man. You understand? The scripture says that she's a weaker vessel, man. You understand? Not saying that that doesn't mean that that she's mentally weak, or she's spiritually weak. You know what I'm saying? Because of course we have some very, very strong sisters here within the ISUPK, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just saying, you're saying that you should honor that sister, man, because she's the weaker vessel when it comes to comparing her to a man, man. You understand? And that she shouldn't be doing manly things, man. Going to war, man. You understand? Going to camp, man. You understand? Being out there, you understand, with that quote unquote Black Lives Matter and you know all these black militia groups and going out there to war and quote unquote bring quote unquote awareness, man. No, man. No sister should be out there, man. You understand? No daughter of Zion should be out there warring, you understand, with our oppressor, man. You understand? I remember seeing that image of that one sister. You understand? She was standing right in front of the I don't know if it was a police or some type of SWAT team. You understand? And they were getting ready to throw some tear gas, and you have a very, very petite, although attractive sister, and she's up there, with all black, on the front line, man. You understand? That's just, I mean, like every time I see a black Hispanic or a Native Indian woman, out on the front line, man, that just literally just breaks my heart, man. And I literally just want to, literally, man, just run and just, take her up out of that situation, man. You know what I'm saying? Because she's in harm's way, man. You know what I'm saying? She should be home, man, tending to those kids, man. You know what I'm saying? Making sure that, you know what I'm saying, when her husband gets off work, you know what I'm saying, that he has some food on the table, man. You know what I'm saying? Making sure that, when he does come home, you know what I'm saying, that she's not going to be a headache to him, man. You know what I'm saying? Because America has given him the biggest headache, man, that any black, Hispanic, or Native Indian man can take, man. You understand? So our sisters, man, they should be literally, man, honored, man. You know what I'm saying? Not, not honored for, going out and, doing all these abominable things that America wants them to do. You understand? On that strip pole, you understand? Being a whore, you know what I'm saying, out there, on the front line, when it comes to these black militia groups, you know what I'm saying, not, serving drugs to our people, you know what I'm saying, and not pushing Christianity, not being Christian pastors. Good night, man. That's another one right there, man. You know what I'm saying, not being, a filthy, disgusting Christian pastor and, saying that you're a prophetess and, saying that you all these, great things in the sight of the Most High, man. Good night, man. Every time, man, and oh man, this is not necessarily a touchy topic, man, but it literally gets up under my skin, man. Every time I see a female quote unquote female pastor, thinking that she's a prophetess, man, or thinking that she can speak within tongues, or that the Most High has touched her to deliver the word to the people, man. That's just so wrong, man, and it's just so unrighteous, and it's just not, it just flat out not right, man. You understand? And this is something, man, that, literally, man, that we should be doing and pushing, for that not to happen for our sisters, man. You understand? We're gonna go ahead and drop that. We go to, give me 1 second here. Make sure I got this here. Boom. One moment here. Let me get here. One moment here. let's go ahead and go to let's go to the book of Romans chapter 12. One moment here. We'll go to the book of Romans chapter 12. We're going to try to rock it out here for a minute. Yeah, we're gonna rock it out here in Romans 12 for a little bit. You know, say here, see where we're gonna start at here. I thought I wanted to start at verse 10, but I may come up a little bit more. Let's see here. Yeah, we're going to start at verse 9. We're going to go to the book of Romans chapter 12 and verse 9. Let's see here. One moment here while it loads up here. Alright, this is the book of Romans chapter 12 and verse 9. It says, let love be without dissimulation. You understand? We're going to look up that word dissimulation, man, so we can get a little better understanding of it, man. And of course, you understand, we all understand that love is a true action word, man. You understand? You can't, as far as just, just throw that word out and, just say that, that you love someone and that you want to do all these great, great things, for someone that you truly love, man. Here. Right, here in the book of Romans chapter 12, verse 9, once again, we're looking up this word, dissimulation. One moment here, I have it here. Here it is. Come on now. It's a definition of dissimulation. It says concealment of one thoughts, feelings, or character pretense. You understand? Let me see if I can find some more definitions here. Here we go. The noun dissimulation describes the act of faking your true feelings, man. It says faking your true feelings, man. And that's why I'm saying, man, let love be without dissimulation, man. You know what I'm saying? Be without fakeness, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't say that you truly love like Hispanic and Native Indians, man, but you go out and you sell drugs to them, man, or you're pushing our brothers and sisters to become whores for America, man. Or you're pushing Christianity on our fellow brothers and sisters here, man, within Israel, man. It says, let love be without fakeness, man, pretty much, man. Don't be fake to your brothers and sisters, man. You understand? And this is just so surreal, man, when it comes to the black community, man. Mainly dealing with that Christian church, man. You see so many fake people within that Christian church, man. You know what I'm saying? You see so many fake people within that Christian church, man. You know what I'm saying? They say, you know what I'm saying, that they love the congregation, or your pastor say that, he loves the congregation and he's going to do everything for his congregation and he's going to do all these great things for his congregation. But behind closed doors, man, he's taking all the money from the congregation, man, and giving it to our oppressor, man. You know what I'm saying? To literally fulfill American's dream, man. You understand? He's literally, man, having sex with, having sex with homosexuals, man. Having sex with another man's wife, man. Doing all these abominable things, man. And that's just so horrible, man. And it's just so fake, man. So fake, man. And this is exactly what the scripture is saying, man. It says, abhor that which is evil, man. Cleave to that which is good, man. Don't do evil things, man, to your fellow blacks, Hispanic, or Native Indians, or just to anyone, man. You understand? We don't do anything, and we don't harm any other nation, man. You understand? When it comes out as a whole, man, Israel, man, we harm one another, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't be within a club, man, and step on a brother Jordan's or his shoes or, you know, his Nike Air Maxes or, you know, his phone pods, whatever the case may be, man. You understand? That brother's gonna act like that was his first and only pair of shoes, and of course he's gonna be so puffed up, man. You understand that? You know that you stepped on his shoes, man. He's literally going to want to try to literally, man, kill you over some shoes, man. You know what I'm saying? We done seen it all throughout these social media platforms, man, where brothers and sisters are getting killed within clubs, man, over some, you know, he say, she say, or, you know, over some Facebook beef, or you know, some Instagram, or, you know, Twitter, or, you know, some other type of social media beef, man, whatever the case may be, man. You understand? It says, cleave to that which is good, man. You said, abhor to that which is evil, man. And of course, when you love, man, don't show no fake love, man. Show that genuine, unconditional love, man. You understand? To your brothers and sisters, man. More than all persons, man. You understand? This quote-unquote holiday spirit, man, we just showed how much we hate our brothers and sisters, man, as a whole, man. And how much we love America, man. How much we just literally partake it in all of her ways, man. Literally, man. And this is just so horrible, man. And you know, and it just rottens, man. Every single year, man, of the love for Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, and as they choose to love America, as they choose to love our oppressor, as they choose to love these other nations, man, but won't even love your neighbor, man. You know what I'm saying? Won't even love, you know what I'm saying, your brother and sister, man. That's right there within your own household, man. Right there within your own community, man. We can't show no love for them, man. None whatsoever, man. But we love our oppressors so much, man. We love them so much, man. Let me read this scripture one more time. It says, let love be without dissimulation. Abhor that which is evil and cleave to that which is good, man. This is just, man, like, we should literally, man, have a billboard of this scripture right here, man. You understand? Because this scripture right here, man, will save the Black community, man. This scripture right here, man, will literally save Black on Black crime, man. Of course, when we say Black, we mean Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man. You understand? And having the understanding of that, of course, this Bible is only for Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man. You understand? This is our true Constitution right here, man. You know what I'm saying? This Bible is going to tell you, give you, all of the breakdowns, all the instructions to be able to, become a better brother, or to become a better sister, man, or to become a better parent, man, or to become a better son or daughter, man, aunt, aunts, uncle, grandma, grandfather, whatever the case may be, for our true culture, man, for the lost 12 tribes of Israel, man. And this is what it's going to take, man. Verse 10, it says, be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love, man. Once again, with brotherly love, man. Why? Because, of course, American witchcraft and American trickery and American wordplay has just damned Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man, to a pulp, man. You understand? We are getting beat to a pulp, man, with their witchcraft, man. which within everything that they have for us, man. We are being beat to a pulp, man, day in and day out, man, over and over and over and over again, man. It's like that residual cycle of just a continuously punishment of Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man, for loving America, man, and doing everything that America has put at our footsteps, man. You understand? Has literally put within our footsteps. We just literally, man, get on our knees and be a whore for America, man. But this scripture says, man, it says, be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love, man, and honoring, preferring one another, man. You know, that's one thing that, of course, here within ISUPK, man, this brotherhood and sisterhood is so strong, man. We are not going to allow America to come and break it up, man. You understand? But of course, all throughout Christianity, all throughout these fake Israelite groups, man, you understand? You have certain fake Israelite groups that thinks that it is okay to literally take a young child and have sex with them, man. And have sex with them, man. Get them while they're young, man. That's just so, man. I get so furious, man. Listen, every time I hear about this specific fake Israelite group that says that it's okay to molest and do all these foul and abominable things to a child, man. To a child, man. You understand? That you can't buy no type of drink for. You understand? You can't take her to no type of club. You understand? You can't even, good night, man. She wants to be a child, man. She wants to play around. You understand? He wants to play with, play around, you understand, whatever the case may be, man. And your filthy, disgusting mind wants to literally sleep with them, man. That's so disgusting, man. You understand? And that's literally, man, witchcraft that America has pushed on our brothers and sisters, man. You understand? You understand? Because they truly are still our brothers and sisters, man. They have just fell to the boredom of America, man. And following every way that America has for them, man. You understand? Because that's not even, you understand, within our culture, man. You understand? That comes from where? The Roman Catholic Church, man. You understand? Look at it, you understand, when it comes to, so-called, Jesus Christ, man, Cesar Borgia, man. He had, sexual relations with his sister, man, and his painter, man, Da Vinci, man. All these homosexual acts, man, all these pedophilia acts, man, it doesn't come from the Black community, man. It has been pushed throughout the Black community, man. And now what, man? 2021, now what do we have, man? You know, so we have Black Lives Matter, man. That was started by a lesbian couple, man. That always had that hidden agenda, man. And now what, man? They're teaming up with the LGBT community. And now they have a Black Lives Matter flag tied in with the LGBT community flag, man. You understand? That's something that has just destroyed Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man. To just think that it's okay to be for a movement that's not really even a movement, man. It's all, in the father of pedophilia, man, homosexuality, all these abominable and horrible things, man. Bestiality, man. You can throw bestiality in there with the LGBT community, man. It's just so foul and so horrible, man. So disgusting, man. But of course, the scripture shows us exactly how, to treat our brothers and sisters, man. It says, be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love and honor and preferring one another, man. This is not supporting no homosexuality act, man. You understand? When it says, be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love, man. A lot of people will literally take that out of context, man, and say, oh, yeah, see, it's okay to be a homosexual now. No, man. This is not what that scripture is saying whatsoever, man. It says, and honoring, preferring one another, man. You understand? Preferring one another, man. You understand? Just like, who was that had said, was that Jonathan that had said that he would prefer his brother over his wife?
Right.
If I'm not mistaken, that's right, sir, right? You understand? That's not no homosexual act, man. That's just showing how strong Jonathan Brotherhood was, man, for his brothers, man. He said that he would prefer to be with his brothers and die with his brothers than to be with his wife, man. Why, man? Because we are literally having our life on the line, man, for our brothers and sisters, man, for our brothers and sisters, man. To wake up their dry bones and for them to not to continue to be a whore for America, man. You understand? It's very, very important, man. Very, very pivotal that that this truth should be pushed all throughout America, man. All throughout the black community, man. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to continue to rock and roll, man. And like I said earlier, man, make sure that, of course, man, you know what I'm saying, whether you're pushing this, through your social media, you know what I'm saying, making sure that you are, sharing these classes, man. You know what I'm saying, making sure that you're not only sharing, this specific class, you know what I'm saying, make sure, that you're sharing all the classes all throughout the UPK, man. You know what I'm saying, we are all across the earth, man. You know what I'm saying, share this truth, man. You know what I'm saying, you may have some friends, you know what I'm saying, on your social media, you know what I'm saying, that you don't know of, you know what I'm saying, that may be up in Michigan, man, or, maybe within Illinois, man. You know what I'm saying, share this truth, man. You understand? Oh, I should lie it. 1 second here. I'm going to keep on reading this here. I'm going to read verse 10 again. It says, be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love and honor, preferring one another. Verse 11 says, not slothful in business, fervent in spirit, serving the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't be slothful, you know what I'm saying? When you think of slothful, you know what I'm saying? Think about that animal, you know what I'm saying? The sloth, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just very, very lazy, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't be lazy and wanted to serve the Most High, man, and wanted to do the will of the Most High, man. Think about it, man. I mean, like, just literally think about how Christianity serves the Most High, man. It's very true, man. They don't serve the Most High, man. You know what I'm saying? They do not serve the Most High, man, and they have no fear of the Most High. Why, man? Because they do everything America wants them to do, man. They love pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. They love celebrating these heathenistic holidays, man. You know what I'm saying? They love being whores and whoremongers for America, man. They want to do every and anything that is against the Most High will, man. That is against the Most High, man. And that's what they continue to do, man. They love these birthdays, man. You know what I'm saying? They love all these quote unquote, make me feel good moments, man. You understand? They love saying that, God knows my heart, man. You know what I'm saying? They love saying, woman, art thou loose. They love saying, kick that man out. He's no good for you. They love saying, it's okay for you to get it's okay for you, to put that man on child support, or it's okay for you, sis, to marry a woman, or it's okay for you, bruh, to marry a man. We just love being a whore for America, man. We have fall to their, literally fell for their witchcraft, man. You know what I'm saying? We have literally fell for every trickery device that they have and implemented within our mindset to go against the Most High, man. To go against the priests and prophets here within the ISUPK, man. Because all we doing, we're just trying to raise up these dry bones, man. We're trying to raise up our people, man. Up out of this hellhole, man. But America truly just pushes every abominable thing down our throat, man, as a nation, man. And we literally, man, get on our knees and we just let America have her way with us, man. You understand? And this is something that, of course, man, that we need to literally, man, break these generational curses, man, that has damned the black community, man. You understand? They have literally damned the black community, man, to literally nothing, man. You understand? If you celebrated this holidays, quote unquote, this past holiday season, man, you might as well wear a hat that says "Make America Great Again," man. You understand? You might as well go ahead and be a Trump supporter, man. You understand? You might as well go ahead and believe in everything that our president has, man. That have for us, man. You understand? You might as well go ahead and say that that you support Joe Biden, man. Which of course 9 out of 10 times every black Hispanic and Native Indian, they support him, man. You understand? But now a lot of people know, man, that of course, you understand, he was the vice president for Barack Obama that actually signed a bill for a man to marry a man and a woman to marry a woman, man. And he's a pedophile within himself, man. You know what I'm saying? Go on YouTube, go through all these social media platforms, man, and just type in, man, Joe Biden, touches on little girls, or Joe Biden touches on little boys, man. He's a pedophile, man. Straight up and down, man. There's no loose ends about that, man. That's wide open, man. But this is the guy that we want to run America, man. You understand? Give me one moment here. Let me go back to where we was at. One second here. Not slothful in business, fervent in spirit, serving the Lord. Verse 12, rejoicing in hope, patient in tribulations, continually instant in prayer, man. Man, listen, man, you understand? We literally, man, you understand? Of course, you understand? We believe in a hope and, in praying that, Christ, will return, you understand? Which, of course, all throughout the scriptures, you understand, show that Christ is going to return with the 200 million angels to destroy America and restore order within this place, man. You understand? But of course, here within America, man, you understand, we are literally putting our hope, you understand, within other nations, man, that truly does not have anything for us, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get that scripture right there. I'm gonna hold that Lamentations. What's that? 4 and 17, I believe. 1 second here. One moment here, y'all. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna get this real quick, and then we're gonna go back to that scripture. This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and verse 17. It says, as for us, our eyes have yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us, man. You understand? We are hoping, and we just want to give America just another chance, man. A chance at the chance at the chance, man. You understand? We have been literally, man, in a mental slavery mindset, man, for over 400 years, man. You understand? Mentally and physically, man. You understand? Scripture says once again, it says that as for us, our eyes have yet failed for our vain help. You understand? We want America to help us, man. You understand? We are putting our hope within Joe Biden, man, within Donald Trump, man. You understand? Within our senators, man, over the states, man. You understand? We are putting our hope in them that some miracle is going to happen, man. That some change is going to happen for Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man. Within all reality, man, all they want to do is to make sure that that the stock market stays on their end, stays on their side, and be for their people, man. You understand? What is a $5,600 per person going to do for America, man? You understand? Nothing whatsoever. Even if they sign something else, man, that's not going to, miraculously, have a black man or a black woman out of debt, man. Now with those $600, man. Now, now with kids, man. Even though the kids are getting $600 as well too, man. You said that's going to go, within a week, man. You said sometimes within a day, man. Within certain bills, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, most people they can't even pay $600 for rent, man. You know what I'm saying? We are putting our hope, you know what I'm saying, and we are looking, you know what I'm saying, for the quote unquote help of America, man. When America has done nothing for Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't put no constitution for for everyone. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians and all these other nations that are upon the face of the earth, man. You said they are looking out for themselves, man. So more importantly, man, we should look out for ourselves, man, when it comes to Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man. That's what we should be truly doing, man. We should literally, man, fall on the shoulders of our brothers and sisters, man, for help, man, and hope that one day that they will stop believing in American ways and start believing in the Most High ways, man, and doing the will of the Most High, man, and following these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. Paying tithes, man. You understand? And not paying America, man. Not paying your Christian pastor, man, which is all he's doing is giving his funds to the so-called Jewish man that don't need anything whatsoever, man. You understand? Jewish men own the Downey District, man. They have their own police force, man. They own Hollywood, man. So why should we literally be caught up within their ways, man? It's saying that there's going to be some type of hope, or we can still believe within them, man. No, man. Just literally give it up, man. You understand? Give up on America, man, because America has truly given up on you. You understand? Give up on America because America has given up on you, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, man, and woman, and child. Stop partaking in all of her ways, man. Stop partaking in everything that she has for you, because she don't give a damn about you, man. But of course, here within the ISUPK under Command Jenny, how we give a damn about black people, man. You understand? We give a damn about little Pookie on the corner that's a drug addict or have an alcohol problem, man. You understand? We give a damn about Star Keisha that's going up and down on that pole, man, to provide for her family, man. You understand? We are performing the miracles here within the ISUPK, man. You understand? Everyone has their specific background, man. You understand? On how they became within the truth and how they done all these how they done all these abominable things to us, man. Speaking of America and how we were able to overcome them, man. You understand? Once again, it says, as for us, our eyes have yet failed for our vain help in watching. We are watched for a nation that could not save us, man. You know what I'm saying? We are looking up to Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians to save us, man. And to do all these abominable things, man. And to do all these things, according to America and what America has for us, man. You understand? Give me 1 second here. One moment here, so
the scriptures here. One moment here. Alright, what was that verse? Yeah, verse 12 says, rejoicing in hope, patience in tribulations, continuing instant in prayer. Of course, man. You know what I'm saying? We continue to pray. You know what I'm saying? We have prayers, you know what I'm saying, that we send up to the Most High, man. You know what I'm saying? And we truly pray for our brothers and sisters, man, because we truly love them, man. It says, verse 13, distributing to the necessity of saints, given to hospitality, man. Good night, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll never forget, man, when and this is just on a personal act, you know what I'm saying, that happened to me. You know what I'm saying? Few years back, you know what I'm saying, when I went to the Houston cookout, man. You know what I'm saying? Those brothers down there, man, they showed me so much hospitality, man. You know what I'm saying? Didn't matter about, rank, or, didn't matter about, how far I traveled, or how well known I am within Israel, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? They looked at me as a brother, man. You know what I'm saying? I got picked up from the airport. You know what I'm saying? I was rocking and rolling, and had a ride wherever I was going, or whatever I needed. And I was able to stay with a brother. You know what I'm saying? That was just an outstanding brother, man. You know what I'm saying? Gave me a key to his place. You understand? Gave me all access to his house. You understand? I was able to, wake up in the morning, cook breakfast, or fix whatever I wanted, and have a drink. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I wanted, whatever the case may be, man. They just show so much hospitality, man. You know what I'm saying? And that is dwelling all throughout. You know what I'm saying? The ISUPK, man. That just happens day in and day out, man. You know what I'm saying? It don't necessarily have to be a cookout, you know what I'm saying? A brother or sister, you know what I'm saying? They can come, travel from wherever, man. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to make sure that they're fed, have a roof over their head, and that they are good, man. That they are too wild, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we do, man. You know what I'm saying? That's showing true hospitality, man. That's showing true brotherhood and true sisterhood, man. You understand? But, of course, you understand within, certain, black communities or certain black households, you understand when a family member travel, you understand, your wife may pull you to the side, or, your mother or your grandma may pull you to the side and say, oh, no, they gotta stay within the hotel. You understand? They gotta spend more money from travel to come see you, and now they have to stay within the hotel, man, to spend more money that of course that they could be saving, or providing to you for allowing them to stay with you, man. Whether it's for food, whether it's for drinks, or whatever the case may be, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just so foul, man, that we lost love and true hospitality, man. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to Black, Hispanic, Native Indians, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's just, once again, man, another tactic that, America has put upon Black, Hispanic, Native Indians to literally hate one another, man. You know what I'm saying? And to be selfish of what's theirs, man. To be selfish and, be quote unquote cheap, man. You understand? And that's just not the right thing to do, man. You understand? We're going to read that scripture one. It says, distributing to the necessity of saints, given to hospitality. Verse 14 says, bless them which persecute you, bless and curse not, man. And this right here, man, this scripture right here is just very, very hard to wrap around, you understand, Israel mindset, man. To wrap around the nation of Israel, man. It says, bless them which persecute you, bless and curse not, man. You know, so of course, man, we don't know everybody's circumstance or everyone's situation, man. But of course, if something, bad happens to you on the act of Black, Hispanic, Native Indians, man, whether they rob you or whether, they do something foul, or they do something that is abominable, or within great in American eyes, man. This scripture is saying, man, bless and curse not, man. You know what I'm saying? Pray for that brother or sister, man. There's no telling what that brother and sister may have going on, man. You never know, man, until you actually pray and seek out what's exactly what's going on within that brother or sister mindset, man. Of course, I'm not saying allow them to take advantage of you. No, man. You understand? Stand firm. Of course, you understand. You may get God once, you understand, but you understand Israel. You understand? We're not gonna get God twice or three times, man. You understand? Be wise, man. You understand? Be wise as a serpent, but harmless as a dove, man. You understand? Don't allow someone to just walk all over you, man. You understand? That's something that you shouldn't allow, man. One moment here. Okay, let's see. Here we're gonna keep reading. It says, verse 15. It says, rejoice with them that do rejoice, and weep with them that weep, man. You know what I'm saying? If a brother or sister, you know what I'm saying, start their own business, or they get this big promotion, you know what I'm saying, that's within the black community, or within a black organization, man. You know what I'm saying? Rejoice with them, man. You know what I'm saying? Rejoice when when a black family finds out that they're going to be expecting another child, man. Rejoice with them, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that whatsoever, man. You know what I'm saying? Rejoice with them, man. You know what I'm saying? Have a drink, man. You know what I'm saying? Go to a bar, you know what I'm saying? Have a couple of drinks, man. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? Don't necessarily have to go to a bar, you know what I'm saying? With all this COVID stuff going around, you know what I'm saying? Go in your backyard, man. You know what I'm saying? Go within your own apartment or your house, man. Have a drink, man. Get some food together, man. You know what I'm saying? We all know that, of course. With drinks and food is around, man, black folks are just going to show up mysteriously, man. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that, man. You know what I'm saying? Rejoice on just life alone, man. Or not being killed by a police officer, man. You know what I'm saying? Not, following the ways of America, man. We can rejoice on that alone, man. You know what I'm saying? Or just finding out that you are a true Hebrew Israelite, you know what I'm saying? And one that falls up under one of the lost 12 tribes of Israel, man. You know what I'm saying? Rejoice with your brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying, with that, man. When they just, beginning and coming up within this truth, man. You know what I'm saying? Rejoice with them for that, man. You know what I'm saying? And then it says, of course, get back to the scripture here. It says, rejoice with them that do rejoice, and weep with them that weep, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's saying, once again, man, nothing wrong with, nothing wrong with crying, man. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with, you know what I'm saying, being in misery, man. I mean, look at us as a whole, man. When it comes to Israel, man, you know what I'm saying? We are in hell, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is just, we can weep off just that alone, man. You understand? It says, weep with them that weep, man. You know what I'm saying? We put them that are, having some hard times, man, or they may, lost a true loved one, man. Of course, yes, we do believe in reincarnation, you know what I'm saying, but within a physical sense, man, you know what I'm saying, you're not going to be able to see that loved one. You understand? Anymore, man. You understand? So, we with them, man, you know what I'm saying? Let them know that everything's going to be okay, man, and then, that they can lean on a brotherhood and sisterhood, man. Nothing wrong with that at all, man. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever, man. You know what I'm saying? Let it be known, man, that of course, you understand, that everything's gonna be all right, man. Like give them some encouraging scriptures, man. You know what I'm saying? Give them, that a true righteous hope, man. That everything is going to be okay, you know what I'm saying? That them also is going to come back and pray. But of course, when they do come back, man, that, that we are within rulership, man. You said when it comes to Israel, man, and that our oppressor, that they are in bondage, man. That's what we should be hoping for and praying for, man. He said, and weeping for, man, crying over this, for this day to truly come, man. You understand? Because we have been in hell for so long, man. For so long, man. You understand? I'm gonna read that one more time. It says, rejoice, we rejoice with them that do rejoice, man. And weep with them that weep. You understand? Have a couple drinks, man. You understand? You a sister, man. You understand? Surprise one of your sisters, man, with a gift, man. You understand? Or a small token of appreciation, man. You understand? For everything that, whether she accomplished something or, whether she may be going through some things, man. Nothing wrong with just sending, just random gifts, man. You understand? Because of course, man, good night, man. We are truly, we should be rejoicing that, we were able to overcome America mindset, man, and America witchcraft and their trickery, man. You know what I'm saying? That's something to rejoice, that's literally something to rejoice within, man. There's nothing wrong with just sending random gifts, man, to brothers and sisters, man. Whatever the case may be, man. You understand? Contact your candidate, man. Tell them you know exactly what you want to do, man. Contact your husband, man. Tell them exactly what you want to do, man. You understand? Well, man, just go out and do it, man. You understand? Nothing wrong with those quote-unquote surprise gifts, man. You understand? We're not doing what America wants us to do as far as, celebrating their holidays, you understand? Christmas or birthdays, man. We're just doing this, just randomly, man. You understand? And it's great to see, of course, you understand, within the ISUPK, you understand, within these within these clothing lines, you understand, brothers and sisters, man, they have, raffles, where they just pick a random number out and they give away, you understand, like their merchandise or their products, like whatever they're selling, man. It's nothing wrong with that at all, man. You understand? And that's how, of course, you continue to build your business, man. Within the black community, man. Within Israel, man. Because of course, America's not going to support you, man. America wants you to literally drop dead, man. That's what they want you to do, man. But of course, here, man, we continually want you to be uplifted, man. You know what I'm saying? We want to continue to see you be motivated day in and day out, man, when it comes to this truth and serving and doing the will of the Most High, man, and truly loving your brothers and sisters, man. And that's what we want to see, man. Once again, rejoice with them that do rejoice and weep with them that weep. Verse 16, it says, be of the same mind one toward another. Good night, man. Now this is very, very heavy as well too, man. It says be of the same mind one toward another, man. Be on one accord, man. Don't have any type of confusion, man. Any type of confusion whatsoever, man. If you feel like some type of confusion is coming upon you, of course, you know, with the brother or sister, of course, man. Go to that brother and he alone, or she alone, man, whatever the case may be. Still getting hurt out, of course, man. Get a couple witnesses, of course, if the witnesses, there you guys still not hearing out, man. Take it to counsel, man. You know what I'm saying? Counsel is not always a bad thing, man. You know what I'm saying? And even if it's something, of course, something that, that is being harmful, of course, man, everything is going to come to fold, man. Everything's going to come to place, man, when you do have counsel, man. When you do have those witnesses, man. Why? Because you're truly gaining a brother and sister, man. You understand? You should be truly gaining that brother and sister, man. And there's nothing wrong with that at all, man. One moment here. There we go. Be of the same mind one to another. Mind, it says, mind not high things, but condescend to the man of low estate. Be not wise in your own consent, man. Mind not high things, but condescend to men of low estate, man. Once again, man, listen, man, these scripture, and you don't have to be, low estate. You understand? You don't have to be, be rich. You know, I mean, like you can be rich and still be a man of low estate, man. You know what I'm saying? You can still, lack motivation, but have all the riches within America, man. You know what I'm saying? You can own a Fortune 400 or 500 company. You know what I'm saying? And still be a man of low estate, man. You know what I'm saying? You can have over 6 figures a year, man, or be a true millionaire and still be a man or woman of a low estate, man. Why, man? Because you lack brotherhood, man, or you lack sisterhood, man, or you just don't understand it, man. There's nothing wrong with that, man. And this scripture is, of course, talking about, as far as what we should do for the ones that are already within the truth, man. Be with those brothers and sisters, man. You understand? Don't look at the high things as far as what America has to offer you. Everything may be all good and dandy, man. But consider the man that are very, very weak. Man, you understand when it comes to understanding this understanding this knowledge. When it comes to this truth, man. You understand? Invite them to class, man. Whether it's physically or on the social media platforms, man. Nothing wrong with that at all, man. Nothing wrong with what they share, man. Or you can share it within through a text message, and then that will redirect them to Facebook or YouTube. Man. You understand? Nothing wrong with that at all, man. You understand? That's something that, of course, that should just be pushed, man. All throughout the black community, man. All throughout that black household, man. You understand? Showing that true love, man. And of course, just like the scripture says, it says, man, be of the same mind toward one another, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't show as far as favoritism or don't look at someone as highly over someone else, or say that this this brother right here he's gonna do great things, and then on the flip side, or inwardly you say, oh man, he's not going to be able to do it, he's going to give up, man. No, man, continue to fight for that brother, man. Continue to fight for that sister, man. Continue to pray for him, man. If all fails, man, continue to pray for them, man. You understand? Because, just like, we always say, man, you have no idea what a brother and sister may be going through, man. You understand? And they're here for a reason, man. You understand? So continue to provide them this truth, man. Continue to be with them, man, within their lower state, man. You understand? All right, we're gonna drop it. We're gonna try to get a couple more scriptures here. Give me 1 second here. We're gonna go to. There we go. We're going to go to the book of Ecclesiasticus. We're going to read chapter 6, and we're going to start at verse 5. And we're probably going to stay within here, and then in the class on these few scriptures right here. Ecclesiasticus chapter 6 and verse 5. It says, "Sweet language will multiply friends, and a fair speaking tongue will increase kind greetings." Man. It says, "Sweet language will multiply friends, And a fair-speaking tongue will increase kind greetings, man. This is talking about how you literally greet and how you speak to your fellow brothers and sisters, man. You understand? That are within Israel, man. You understand? Don't be, it's not saying, when they talk about sweet language, it's not talking about, anything, fruity or, anything that has a, homosexual act, man. It's talking about, building friends and how to build your family, man. How to build friends, man. It says, in a fair speaking tongue will increase kind greetings, man. A fair speaking tongue, man. Watching how, you speak to one another, man. Watching how you carry yourself, man. Watching how you present yourself, man. You understand? Because of course, man, everyone is watching you, man. Everyone is looking for you to fail. Everyone is looking for you to fail, man. So it says, fair speaking tongue will increase kind greetings, man. Sweet language will multiply friends, man. Will multiply brothers and sisters here within this truth, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't be on social media saying and doing all these abominable things against the Most High and expect more people to come within this truth or believe in, what you believe in, which is this truth, man. That's going to be impossible, man. Verse 6, it says, be in peace with me, nevertheless have but one counselor of 1,000. Verse 7, if thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him, man. And this is so heavy right here, man. It says, if thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him, man. This is saying, not everyone that you say is your friend is truly your friend, man. So be careful on how you credit him, or be careful on how you give him praise. I'm not saying that you're physically praising that brother, man, or how you use your words when subscribing this brother or sister, man. You understand? It says, prove him first, man. You understand? Prove him to be a good brother, man. Prove her to be a good sister, man. Don't just give them credit off first hand on their appearance, man. Prove him first, man. See if he's not going to eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, man. See if he's not going to sleep with his brother, with his brother's wife, or try to, tempt his brother's wife to leave you, man. Prove him first, man. Keep on reading. For some man is a fraud for his own occasion, and will not abide in the day of thy trouble, man. It says, for some man, it says, for some man is a friend of his own occasion, man. Meaning that they're being a friend for their own benefit, man. Meaning that they're not being a friend back to you, man. And where do we see this at, man? All throughout Christianity, man. All throughout these fake Israelite groups, man. You know what I'm saying? They try to have a unity camp, and what happened, man? A fight broke out, man. You understand? They were out for their own occasion, for their own selves, man. They probably was trying to get back at them for something that, that was said previous to them, man. That's why we continue to say here in the ISUPK, man, that we are not affiliated with any other Israelite group or camp, man. Because we are not fake to our brothers and sisters, man. Even if it hurts them, man. Even if it makes them cry. Even if it's quote-unquote offends them, man. We're going to make sure that everything is according to these scriptures, man. You understand? And we're not going to allow America, we're literally not going to allow America to fail our brothers and sisters, man. Why? Because we truly love them, man. Outside of the UPK, I don't see no solid brotherhood or sisterhood, man, for that matter as well, too, man. None whatsoever, man. Why, man? Because they lost, man. You said they lost in the sauce, and just like the scripture says, for some man is a friend for his own occasion, man. They doing it for themselves, man, and would not abide in the day of thy trouble, man. Meaning, you know, saying when you're in trouble and when you're in need, you know what I'm saying? You may have, allowed this brother to, borrow $50 or, $20, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Bought him food and, he said he was going to pay you back and, he never paid you back. You know what I'm saying? But when you're in trouble, you know what I'm saying? When you need to borrow $5 or, when you need to borrow $10 or, you need a plate of food or, a ride to the grocery store, whatever the case may be, he's nowhere to be found, man. Or she's nowhere to be found, man. Why? Because they are going after their own lust, man. Yes, and they are going after the American dream, man. And that's what they want, man. Something that's going to be beneficial for themselves, man, and not beneficial for you, not beneficial for the nation of Israel, man. Verse 9. And there is a friend who being turned to enmity and strife will discover thy reproach. Again, some friend is a companion at the table and will not continue in the day of thy affliction, man. Once again, man, you have a lot of phony friends, man. A lot of phony friends that are literally out for themselves, man. And when you have affliction, you know what I'm saying, just like here within the truth, you know what I'm saying, when a brother or sister has some type of affliction, you know what I'm saying, we're going to be for that. We're going to be there for that brother and sister, man. You know what I'm saying, we're going to pray for that brother and sister, man. You understand? But, on the flip side, you know what I'm saying, when it, dealing with America and dealing with Christianity, dealing with these fake Israelite groups, man, when trouble comes your way, they are nowhere to be found, man. They are just in the wind, man. You understand? So, of course, man, you know what I'm saying, dealing with America, you know what I'm saying, and this is, once again, that right there is another tactic that America has done, you know what I'm saying, through witchcraft and, through their devices on how to control Black Hispanic Native Indians when it comes to being a brother and sister, man. You know what I'm saying? They want everyone to, think about themselves, man, and be selfish, man. And don't be brotherly, man. Don't be sisterly, man. But of course, man, we're telling you to do the opposite, man. We're telling you to do the direct opposite, man. Love your brothers and sisters, man. If they are of the 12 tribes of Israel, man, show that brotherly love, man. Show that sisterly love, man. So with that, in class, ISUPK security announcements. We have the ISUPK Star 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rules for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes into the school, they are off limits. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves in the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Times this is a commandment. You can read about this in Numbers chapter 18, verses 21, and Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. It's 10th in the Hebrew, Ma'ashura. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the church department teacher. Priest fund, free will offering from priests not mandatory. Whatsoever among you would like upcoming holy convocation, we have Purim. This falls on the 14th day and the 15th day of the 12th month. This falls on Thursday, February 25th, and Friday, February 26th. And you can read about this in Esther chapter 9, verses 20 through 31. Remind Aki and Aqua to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a troop in the school, starting in all black blue shirts, pants, headband, scarf. Shalom.